Back in 2020 and 2021, I remember seeing a lot of pictures online, the Reddits, Discords, just different various people opening tons of flesh and blood booster boxes. Just solid individuals, not store owners or anyone who's wanting to resell the cards or what have you. Just high end collectors, high net worth individuals that say, hey, I have $10,000, fuck it. I want to buy a ton of booster boxes, crack them all open, pull them, get that fix in, and get the high end cards and grade them out there and get the BGS plus plus plus. These are high net worth individuals who really just wanted to have fun opening boxes and experiencing the rush of pulling something really great and then grading it and really encapsulating the high end cards that they owned. But I don't see that too much anymore. And it probably still exists in the background, but there's a lot of factors at play that I think have deteriorated this urge from the high end people out there with the big wallets who want to spend money at release. They're just like you and me, right? They see the hunted, they think it looks amazing, they want to buy the boxes, they want to open, crack the packs, but they don't want to just open one or two boxes, they want to open one or two pallets of boxes. And I think the discussion here right now I want to talk about is I think that Legend Story Studios, Flesh and Blood, could cater to this high net worth individual subgroup in the Flesh and Blood community. And I think they could do it better at release of a product. And I want to go into really red pill history first, just give you a little bit of background of where I'm coming from and why I think this is a really good idea. So, back in the day. Now, I want to preface this with I don't know specifics or what have you, and I've been out of the game for a while, or I have been out of the scoop with the dark webs and everything for a while. I haven't heard anything in a while, but back in my day, I remember hearing stories of people who were doing this, right? Of people who were buying a couple pallets of booster boxes. And the way they would go about this, if you are a high net worth individual, if you got money, right? If you got some money, no hate, I'm just saying it like it is. You have money. You want to buy a bunch of booster boxes for your game store, but you realize, you know what? Money, if I'm spending a lot of money, I should get a bulk discount, right? You talk to the store owner, you become buddy buddy, you take them in the back room and just say, hey, dude, I want to have two pallets of the new set coming out for Flesh and Blood. See, you probably make $20-$25 a box on these. What if I pay a rate that's more of you make $5-$10 a box, but you sell it instantly to me? So I pay less to you per box, but you literally, instead of having to sell 400 boxes out there and pay shipping and all this stuff and deal with all this, people, all these different customers, some maybe want returns or refunds or whatever, you don't have to worry about that at all. You don't have to worry at all. Just I'll have my garage door open at a certain time. You just put the pallets in there, and I'll PayPal you the 5, 10, 15 grand, whatever it is, right? And the store owner is like, well, think about it. This is a good deal. I get to order more product from my rep, from distribution, and my rep is going to like me more if I sell more product. And I also get a good amount of money, just cash instantly, from selling to this person directly. I may be making less margins, but I'm making my rep happy. I'm still getting a pretty big return instantly with this person, and I could foster a relationship in the future. So it's a win-win for the store owner. The store owner says yes, the new set gets released, pallets get put into somebody's garage, and that somebody opens all the boxes, has a really good time, and they feel like they got a deal on the boxes. Also, they have a really great time just opening up tons and tons of booster boxes, and overall, it's kind of like a win-win-win type of scenario here. Now, fast forward to the land of 2023, 2024, things are changing, times are changing. We have the uniform price policy from Legend Story Studios, if I said that right. So essentially what UPP is, it says, no, you cannot do that shit anymore. You have to sell at this price. It's not MAP, which is minimum advertised price, this is the lowest price that you can sell anywhere. So if you do that stuff with those people, and you do this scenario where you pay less, but by or you sell for less than the certain amount that we say, you could be cut off, which is really scary. Then you're a store owner, like, well, I do have this pretty good thing with this individual, but if I keep doing it, I could get cut off, and I don't want that. So you stop doing that, or you take it more underground and you do it more smartly. That's really what it is. And I'm not hating on UPP. I think it's a smart idea from Legend Story Studios. I think it does eliminate a lot of gray market aspects, but I think I don't know how it's turned out. I don't really communicate with too many stores. I'd love to hear in the comment sections if people have any any stories you can tell me. But for the most part, it seems very hard to manage, and I think it's really tough to really be a game store. You feel like, oh man, like I bought this product, I want to sell it anyway. Long story short, UPP kind of cuts off that activity. So now you have a situation, if you were a high net individual, right? If, let's say, put yourself in the shoes of a high net worth individual. You're living large, you're doing good, you have money, new set, The Hunted comes out, you want to throw 10 grand at it. But how do you do that? You can't really do that, can you? You can't really, buy a bunch of boxes. And if you do, it's like you have to pay a higher price. And you remember the good old days where you had, a relationship with a store owner and it would just all conveniently go into your garage and everything was nice. But now it's muddled. It's harder to do the said thing, right? So my whole just summary of this is that it seems like it's been harder over time for the people who have the money to do mass box openings and get cards and just have a good time cracking packs. And I am not that type of individual. The most amount of booster boxes I've opened of Flesh and Blood at one time, I think, was like maybe like I think 12 boxes in one go as Arcane Rising. I was doing like some, I was just opening a bunch of boxes. I was having a good time, but I've never opened more than that. But I'm just saying that this type of individual has existed in the past, and I think it's been weeded out. Also, the community sentiment around collectors and high net worth individuals who want to do this thing, I think is a little villainized. I'll just say it like it is. I feel like it is. And I think that there could be certain programs that Legend Story Studios could implement to really attract these individuals at release date to buying said product and opening it in mass. Now, there is a couple other factors. Like when they do open in mass, I've heard some individuals are like, well, now I have all these cards here and I only want like the high-end ones. I don't really care for all these other ones. So I think there's a really good synergistic opportunity maybe with like single sellers where like a high-end individual gets to like open all the boxes, crack the packs, keep a bunch of the high-end cards, but then give all the rest of it to a single seller for a deep discount, and then the single seller can sell them out there. Because the single sellers, honestly, it's funny, a lot of times cracking packs is work for them. Like, it's tough to crack packs in a short amount of time period to get all the cards on TCG Player to make your money, and the faster you're on the market, the faster you get, or the higher amount of money you get because low supply and everything. So it really makes me wonder if there's a synergistic opportunity there. I think that if the one thing I've been toying with is some type of promo card, right? Every set, if you have like a population of 200 promo card, and somehow you put it in the mix where if you're a high net worth individual and you get literally like 3 pallets of the product, so that's like, let's see, like 500 cases of the product, or rough estimate, then you get one of these promo cards. I think that would be interesting because the one other thing that's a downside risk to mass box opening is you could get really bad luck. I've heard of cases where people open so many boxes and just get dud after dud after dud. It's feast or famine. That's what they call it, right? So I think there's really an opportunity there for just high net worth individuals to open up a bunch of product at release. And I don't know the exact solution for this, right? I'm just putting it out there, and I'd love to hear comments down below for what you think. But it's just a topic that's really, I think about a lot, because the UPP did cut this whole thing off, and it had existed a lot in the past, and it exists in a lot of other trading card games. It just is how it is. There's a big gray market, and I do see what LSS is doing, but I think there's also a way to look at that market of the subsect of individuals who have high net worth, who want to spend a lot of money at release, get their money, get it so the game stores profit off of it, but without affecting, other individuals in the market. So that's my thoughts. Let me know what you think. Cheers.